Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, do we have to manually compile the Java code in Eclipse IDE editor? The answer is no. We don't have to manually compile the Java code in Eclipse IDE editor. Rather, Eclipse IDE editor will automatically compile the Java code. While we are writing the Java code in the Eclipse IDE editor, in the background, this Eclipse IDE editor will automatically compile the code at the same time itself. While you are writing in the background at the same time itself, Eclipse IDE editor will automatically compile the code. There is no need of manually compiling the Java code in Eclipse IDE editor. Let me practically demonstrate this for you. So I'll take you to this location where the Eclipse IDE editor is not there. Okay, the Eclipse IDE editor is not there. Now here is a Java file. I'll open this Java file in a normal editor like Notepad. Okay, which comes by default in Windows. This editor I got in Windows. Okay, Notepad editor which we generally get in Windows machine. Okay, so if I do any syntax mistake, okay, while writing the code, you see I'm not providing the semicolon symbol. Okay. In this code, I have not provided the semicolon symbol. Is this editor, that is Notepad editor, giving me any compiler error? If there are any syntax mistakes in this code, is there any compiler error coming in the Notepad editor? That is not possible because this is not intelligent like Eclipse IDE. Okay. So here, while writing the code in normal editor, compiling is not happening automatically. We have to manually compile it. How to manually compile this? For example, I remove the semicolon symbol intentionally so that there is a mistake, syntax mistakes in this program. Now, if I compile it, how to manually compile, guys? I cannot directly run the code. If I provide CMD and try to run the code like this, Java colors without compiling, if I run it, I'll get an error saying that could not find or load main class colors, class not found exception kind of error will come because it's asking us to first compile this code inside this Java file. Manually, I have to compile. Automatically, the compilation is not getting done. That's why we are getting this error. I cannot directly run the code in this Java file. So how to first compile manually? Java C command, the name of the file and extension of the file I have to give. Now, while I'm compiling, since there is an error, a syntax error, the compiler of Java is finding it. You see, error, semicolon is missing. After the print statement, you have to put a semicolon. Then only you'll be able to run the code it's saying. So what I will do is, I'll open this file again, and I'll rectify the mistake, okay, the syntax mistake, so that compiler error won't come now. Save this. Again, I'll go back, and then again, I'll compile it, okay. Again, after doing the rectification of the mistake, I'll compile it. This time, I should not get the compiler error. Now I can run it, right? Without Eclipse IDE, I have to manually compile the code in the Java file and then have to run the Java code. Then I got the output. Okay, print statement is working fine. But coming to the Eclipse IDE, while I am writing the code itself, for example, here in the main method, I'm writing the code. Okay, just giving my name and all. And if I am removing this semicolon symbol, I'm not writing the semicolon symbol. While writing itself, you see, while I'm typing itself, the Eclipse IDE editor has given the compiler error. Okay, how this is happening? Because in the background, while I'm writing this code here in the IDE editor, Eclipse IDE editor, in the background, Eclipse IDE editor is automatically compiling this with the help of Java compiler. Eclipse IDE is automatically making the Java compiler compile my code while I keep writing. Just remove the semicolon, you see, I got the compiler error. Okay, here itself I rectify the mistake just to save the time, and then I'll be able to run the code without any problem. I can run the code here also. Okay, right click run as, just right click here, say run as and say Java application. The code will run. We'll get the output in a while. The code is running and we'll get the output. You see, my name got printed in the output console. It's working fine, right? So in Eclipse IDE, it's automatically compilation is happening of the Java code. But in other editors like normal Notepad and all, there we have to manually compile and then run the code. But in Eclipse IDE, compiling is automatic by default. Have to simply run the code, okay? If there are no any compiler errors given by the code. So hope guys you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration in this session. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.